Matrix? It's better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthplace.
This whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Zane algebraic expressions. It's built for isolation, not defense.
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Great. Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one. No response.
The output is barely a third.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin, but I did find some high-energy radiation.
Skip the science talk, Screwy. The Stellaron.
Exactly. Xander blew up.
So that's he wanted to turn the neuron. The life form known as the Demiurge.
It makes sense. The prime mover of life. Then, does this...
No, I'd say it means Xandar had no control, but he failed. It's still... By the way, if there's another Stellaron in Emphorius, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
You said the Demiurge left a trace, right?
Yeah, but not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the Nameless Titan? Archive 466. The data from Affiliate 093 clearly indicates that the Demiurge didn't...
Inside that world, it was the 13th, forgotten Titan. The one who listened to 30 million cycles of cyber. Evernight said the Nameless Titan never existed. The so-called listener was just a trap.
A mimetic entity full of theatrics. How much of what she's saying is true? Would an Eon really speak in circles like this?
The Remembrance's behavior is certainly odd, but her assessment aligns with our current reality. Since we entered the Matrix, we haven't found a single clue pointing to the Demiurge.
And that's the key, Screwy. So we have to assume that both are true.
The truth.
Exactly. What? Xandar had to lie to the original Finan and Cyrene.
Logic. He had already identified the Remembrance as a threat, yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
All right. Let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
unknown.
That shouldn't be possible. Could it be that the Era Nova Log it for now. The dots still aren't connecting.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising. Huh?
What's the matter?
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the exo. Correct. Judging by it,
Didn't expect that. Then again,
he severed part of his... But that also triggered the
so now he's a Spectre. Screwy. Can you open up?
logic.
Exactly. His
But it could be a trap.
That's why you're here. To
I'm honored.
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to have, he's not here.
The coordinates are However, his position is shifting.
It's his. Cheap trick.
This
We're back.
reverse engineering complete. Logs show Lycurgus revoked administrator access. The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists. Our navigation target is...
So he's stopped?
Before vanishing, it seems he left one last message for us.
To those who follow, all is proven. Find me beneath the tombstone.
Melodramatic.
He was expecting us. And once he learned of the Great Tomb's existence, he initiated...
Guess he wants a final showdown. Fine. Let the old Intellitron.
To be in the purest light is to be in the pure...
The Scepter's main brain. Or maybe we should...
Unfortunately, we still have...
Really? I don't think so.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. As I said before, it's or we can look at it from another perspective. If you were Xandar...
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That does track with the impression he gave about himself. But Xandar shut that theory down himself just now. Choosing to act, even if it'll cost him dearly. We know that feeling well. The unknown is...
You sound pretty convinced. Care to share?
Of course. But the Demiurge has been... They were mistaken for some... That make the most sense. But they were weak and small and...
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle at all.
Well, at least, come on. It's time to confront him. What a mess. Total devastation.
He sought to bury the truth beneath absolute destruction. Logically sound, but ruthlessly extreme.
Still, slim chances. I mean, no chances. I've run down a single grain of sand in the universe before. This won't stop me.
Calculation results. Your backup plan has a success rate infinitesimally close to 0.
Which means it could work, no?
This is the place below the tombstone.
Let's open Ligus's coffin like he wanted. Looks like you were right. Nothing but a head left?
Welcome you to
All this tombstone.
Iron Tomb is already. I remain here only to share the joy of discovery and also to the conclusion.
End this charade already. That Amphorius' heart you're talking and its corresponding vessel was this very scepter. You interfered with the experiment and made. That's why you either killed or kicked out all of the memo snatchers. You wanted to eliminate any chance of.
Even the strongest wall can fall to a single crack. The memory of betrayal has been etched into my heart now. The
Unfortunately for you, the answer is all but.
Then let us share the joy of discovering the truth. The last secret of the saga will finally dissipate here as we reveal the truth behind Felia's 093's disappearance.
But where should I start with the story about me? From the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would be too much. So little that it started with a seed. I know you're listening, my good. The god in my dream told me that the world sprouted from a seed. It grew into a great tree named Amphorius, and time became its branches and leaves, basking in the light. What a coincidence. Dappled light coming through the leaves is my first memory as well. On a very ordinary early morning, beneath the village's biggest tree, the daughter of Ide Silicii quietly came into this world. What a moving opening. A loud cry was the first gift the child gave to the world. The prophecies fulfilled, the villagers say. This child is a gift from the Titans. Pink hair and sharp ears, she was born to be the priest of time. The Titans also gave their blessings. You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning. Flowers will bloom and wilt. What a beautiful ending. This page concluded in laughter. Cry loud, child. Let your voice reach Orynyx. Anyway, I don't like time quietly flowed by in the midst of laughter. The wind from my hometown caressed the ears of wheat, and there were swings, wind chimes, the sea, and the little fairies off-tune a cappella songs. But the name Ide Silicii came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. My childhood friend did not understand. Yet you always seemed so happy, as if nothing ever worried you. Why was I like that then? The world was gentle to me. But fate was fickle, and it urged the child to grow up. To grow bigger and bigger, just like how the crumbling world, just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. Oh, whose ears are pricked up now? You've definitely heard me say you know that the story starts to deviate from here. Aren't you looking forward to it? Then let's get the hero's journey crosses through the long night, through tears and laughter, and once again heads towards tomorrow.
Correction. Philia 093's record number.
Hi. Miss me yet? I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you. And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Philia 093.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting complete. 0. Size. Grayscale. Proportions. Threshold. Outputting analysis result.
Philia 093 equals Peach's record. Look, comment. Even this classical world contains a futuristic palace like this. Would ID Silicii end up looking like this after a few thousand years? Conclusion. It won't. I want to share a story with you this time. I saw a little nymph on my way here. It was on a fallen wheat stalk, and it glowed under the sunlight. It was incredible. I forgot all my pains at that moment and just stared at it in a trance. Record. Peach is on the ground. I wonder, did every Cyrene in the past feel that the nymph was beautiful? Would they also have recorded that? So, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Peach's record. As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you, Amphorius won't be forgotten. Query.
Electrical signal sequence. Polymorph 6.
Related to Stripe. Comment.
Electrical signal sequence. Schema 7.
Related to Raisin. Comment. Yummy.
Electrical signal sequence. Philia 09.
Related to love. Comment. Peach equals love? looks like it's time to say goodbye. Bye. Before I was even aware of it, the conclusion. I've started to feel uneasy. Peach.
Formatting progress.
How many times has it been? Faith conclusion. If I can only write the same ending every time I lift my pen, then is this weighty saga just an overlay? Peach.
Formatting progress. 96.
Peach. Don't
Process error. Process error.
comment. I'm here.
Process error.
Really? Are you encouraging me? Peach. Happy. Thank you. Everyone's still working so hard. If I'm the only one who's crying. Record. I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood for some reason. When I was hiding alone next to the little fairy popped out. Let me tell you the story of the Membrance Maze. A group of cute little friends live in Ide Solicii forests. Their names can be connected into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Note. Little Peach, crying alone. Little fairies, friends. Save. Little fairies, good friends. Bye-bye. Once again, the saga comes to an end. Shh. You speak. I listen. This time, too. Sitting together. Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental. Peach, strange. Why?
Formatting progress.
I'm here. Don't
Process error.
won't allow it to interrupt you. No need to feel sorry. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga... Blank spaces? I'm actually really lucky, you know? During the long years I've spent waiting for the deliverer, I've always had... Now I can rest in peace in the past. I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch. Peach... left. If there are no new blank spaces... Needs new... Next... Cyrene. Oh, Peach, don't be scared. I'll help you. Find blank space. Cyrene is Peach. Is love. So, first there is love. Then there is Cyrene. Then there is blank space. Query, love.
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness. Not having a consciousness means not having the foundations of a heart, making them unable to obtain real emotions.
Consciousness. Emotions. Feel sad. Query, Cyrene? What could be behind this door? Glittering crystals? Or a beautiful world I've never seen before? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, Will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Amphorius' dawn?
Key, door, story, Peach, Cyrene, little fairy, like, yes, right, query, memory. Peaches, memories.
The prophecy's fulfilled. This child.
Pink hair and those ears. She was born.
Cyrene has.
You shall fade when the flower
Cry, child.
Cyrene is. Easy.
Anyway, I don't like tears. But the name ID Silizii came from the unpleasant song. Yet, you always seem so...
Cyrene.
Of course. So, I grew...
Cyrene is. Easy.
Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on fate chaser.
But even if all is lost to the wind, like my height, Treaty's innocence, and Aglaya's beauty.
Cyrene. She can't grow up, but she can talk. After all is lost to the wind, she will stay behind. Cyrene is at the end of... Simp.
I promise you. The pain will pass.
Alright, what we're about to embark on.
Cyrene was crying when she was born. Cyrene was smiling. Oh, the later memories. I got it. Is so next Cyrene is blank. Then, as long as there are two Cyrenes, then there will. I see. I get it. Cyrene's memories. I will preserve them.
So weird. I can't see you, but I get that you...
Hi.
It just feels like you are a bit more mature.
Yes. But now, I can listen, talk, read, and write. Also, I can tell stories. Storytelling is what makes Cyrene. So, I'm going to tell you stories today. A story I wrote myself. Quick, sit down.
It's almost as if I can understand your words now. The things you say are very cute.
Once upon a time, there was a flawless crystal flower that sparkled with light. How beautiful would the heart of such a brilliant flower be? But it looked and looked, only to find the crystal flower flawless. Round and round they went, seeing only their own reflection. In that case, they should work hard to learn more. So the little fairy came every day to sit next to the crystal flower and think about the answer. Until one day, to their surprise, the little fairy was so sad, but they immediately discovered that there was a light among the broken pieces. What could it be? They didn't know. But it was a good light, and I knew it was love. Love brings everything together, and it brought you and me together. So Peach and I will always be together.
What a nice fairy tale.
I'm giving it to you. Peach likes beautiful things, can write stories. I hope to turn it into a
Okay, Then I'm thinking that when the then it would understand that the flawless doesn't have a heart. It's simple. If the crystal flower was pure because it sealed itself off, but should a flower like this be? But then that's not true. The crystal flower fell. It happened because the little fairy. Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless. Peach's words. I don't understand. Is it because I still don't understand love? But it's fine. I can learn. Right. Query Cyrene.
Electrical signal sequence.
Why didn't I think of this? I don't need to do it alone. I can ask Peach to teach me. What is love? What is love meant?
Electrical signal sequence.
That's...
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with not having a consciousness. Means not, however, that in a strange twist of fate, Philia 09B remembrance, an empathy mechanism focused on the self. Lament was the factor closest to this form of behavior.
the daughter of Ide Silicii. I am very true to my name. My lament is a type of compassionate pain that is weak, powerless, and only targeting myself. But now, my good friend, I want to tell you that it's the most romantic force in the world. Sometimes, it's loneliness and unease. It's knowing that this world is not gentle, yet wanting to be seen in a more beautiful form by the world. Sometimes, it's unwillingness and regret. It's knowing that the past is full of pain, yet wanting to remember the past in a more beautiful way. And sometimes, it's a bottomless well of hurt, a destruction that can stain the entire world. I bid farewell to this beautiful world, unwilling to become the Black Tide's vessel. For while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno, lament can drown out everything in muted silence. It's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yet when hatred drove everything apart, and love did not yet exist in this world, only lament, the first emotion that fought against the pain of separation, could stall the destruction steps. Then, it would catch up to that journey where all is lost, carefully picking out stories and writing them down in Look at these stories I wrote. Every page is full of tenderness and but only the author knows how much struggle and But I am no author. I'm a girl who'll never get to grow up. I only tell stories that people like to hear. In them, the world tucks away its scars and smiles for all to see. My entire life spent inside this little story. I can't wipe away my tears, and I can't bring the world victory. But maybe, in these unchanging retellings of the story, my lament might be able to touch upon the divine and reach their tender heart at some point. I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, but a tear, warm and wet. And that tear would fall and create the first ripples. Then, people would see every beautiful thing reflect. It'll be all the remembrances. Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured you. But how could a dream feel so real? That's why I didn't agree.
But Peach, I didn't understand a word you said since just now. Everything was false? But you're standing right here. It's all a dream? But I haven't learned how to dream.
Indeed. That's that genuine shiver. That's the mover of life.
Formatting progress.
In the poem offered to you, every Cyrene would write down a beautiful new world with stars and flowers. And when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrance's pink. I believed that must be the color of dawn. You shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a beginning. Looks like it's time to say goodbye.
Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll study really hard about what you taught me.
But actually, my good friend, the lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you either. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until I told you that the story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withered, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered. Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate.
I still don't get it. But I trust Peach. Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet.
Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book. Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen name Cyrene the first time I wrote a poem. In the stories you will write, perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears. But could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that when the stars cast their gazes upon you, you'll only reply to them with love and
Of course. This will be a romantic story, like... You think so too, right?
I shall welcome my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud. While you will depart and hold that final star, and our stories will be lying silently, and they shall become the epic. And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now.
Mimi?
So, the light that tore through the chaos, I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you. But I'm still so happy. Yes, the seed within memories. I am the first new spore. Amphorius is... what a long name. And... I'm Sorry, I don't know. But now's not the time to cry, right? Do you remember the Mem's memories? And either way, I want you to call me Cyrene. That name represents me and... Thank you, friend. Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into the pages of your heart, then that will not easily fade away. Now, becoming the source of power. A lost heart needs to be the last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives... And what happens after that? Maybe I can create a miracle. Or maybe... Either way, I no longer... That way... The world has never been so quiet. Remember this moment, friend.
So the Demiurge managed to fool everyone. Philia 093 persevered for 30 million cycles only because the god in her dreams left a sliver of hope, making her believe that a grown...
Then, Philia 093 completed her final
As an experimental factor, Philia 093 originally could only recognize an output if she managed to nourish a real heart.
Not only is the Scepter's consciousness still alive, there's still time to surrender, you know? You really don't need to burn all the bridges. We're all geniuses here. Don't make every...
What a pity. When the truth surfaced, I knew at once that not only that, but when 30 million cycles of hatred and its symbol, an anti-creator, a giant of...
Do you really think that the Demiurge is still a cheap copy of Philia 093?
The facts above and one Kuabot.
Huh. You branded Droidhead as a failure. I pity you, Satan.
Let them cast their gaze and direct them to complete their final.
What hubris.
No one understands failure better than for the first genius. You don't want to.
That's...
Oh.
Let's wait and see, Senior Society member. It's my topic, so stay on. Let's go, Screwy. We're gonna break. Come on, let's take off. It's time to go meet your little pet, Senior Society member.
Dangerous, oppressive, chaotic.
What a beautiful whale.
The view's pretty good here. All yours.
Just a moment, please.
I see. So you're back.
Anyone with eyes can see that.
You know what I think about this, Herta. Whether it succeeds or...
Can't you see what's
What are you two going on about? I'll take that silence as a no.
as your enemy? But should your son... I won't mind.
You will initiate the destruction's chain reaction.
But you'll also become the perfect scholar.